Whether Christmas is just around the corner, you've been invited to a 1-year-old birthday party, or if your own little baby is about to turn 1, I'm sharing my best gift ideas for a 1-year-old baby. Whoa. Hello, I'm Cassie from Custom Built Parenthood with tips and a fresh perspective to create your space, parent on purpose, and streamline your home. When it comes to what to buy a 1-year-old baby, it can honestly be a little daunting. You go down the toy aisle or you go online, there's a lot of toys and flashing in your face things, grabbing your attention, and there are a lot of options. So I'm wanting to simplify that, boil it down for you a little bit, and kind of give you some ideas of, across the board, the items that babies love. The best thing about this list is it's gender neutral, so you don't have to worry about boy or girl or what they're kind of into. These are all great items that any baby will appreciate. Bonus, their parents probably will also appreciate them. They're all gonna grow with the child, so they're gonna get lots of use out of it. Having been the recipient of a lot of gifts over the years from loving family members and friends, it matters to me that I'm giving a gift to somebody that's gonna really grow with the child, that's gonna be loved and used by the entire family, and isn't just some random item that's just gonna clutter up the space. So that's my goal with this list, is to help all of us be a little bit more intentional with the gifts that we're giving. It's also great because none of these items cost very much money. You don't have to spend a lot of money in order to give a great gift. And then stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to be sharing my very best secret. It's a great hack that prevents you from ever being unprepared with a gift. Whether your spouse forgets to tell you and tells you at the last second about a birthday party, or some random invitation comes out of nowhere, whatever it is, you can always be prepared for those parties and have a great, intentional, worthwhile gift to give. So the very first item on my list is books. I talked all about this in my Reading to Babies video. If you missed that, you can catch that here. But I talked about how babies benefit from being read to aloud. So if you're giving a gift, books are such a great way to go and something they will use for years and years. I use board books with my kids until they're about 3 years old. You definitely want to go with board books at this age. That way they're not tearing out pages, choking on the paper, they're still putting things in their mouth. So board books are great. They can definitely appreciate lift the flat books or touchy-feely books. Those are some of the funnest ones that I have. Or just fun stories, bright colored pages, sturdy board books, that's what you're looking for. I will link some of my favorites in the description below. Another great option are indestructible books. They're paper, but they're special paper that don't get ruined with water. So board books or indestructible books are a perfect gift for a 1-year-old, and they will enjoy those for years to come. The next item on my list is a medium-sized ball. At 12 months of age, babies are definitely getting quite mobile. They might be walking at this point, probably for sure crawling, and they can start to really appreciate these gross motor movement toys. So a medium-sized ball is one that they can roll, they can kick, they can throw, they can play with all by themselves or with a parent or a sibling. This is a great staple item to have in any toy collection. This one is my favorite. I'll link it in the description below. It's soft, but plenty firm to really play with. It rolls flawlessly. It's got these cool spikes that makes it a cool texture, and it's wipeable, nice, durable material. The next item on my list is near and dear to my heart because all 3 of my kiddos still play with these every single day, and I've got a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old. The item is Duplos. These are the big Legos, and they're so great. They can be played with in so many different ways. And again, will grow with this baby for a really long time. It's a collection that can be started and then added to over the years. You can get actual sets with instructions or just a basic set. At this age, if you're giving a gift to a 1-year-old, I would go with just a basic set. It has all of the blocks that you need to really just play with and start building towers and fun things like that. A 1-year-old can absolutely appreciate these and play with them in many different ways. Parents can stack up a tower and let the baby kind of pull it down. They'll think that's the funniest thing in the world. They can start practicing their fine motor skills of trying to stack those bricks on top of each other and building. It really is so universal and will be so appreciated by the entire family. The next item on my list is a pop-up toy. This thing seriously is so entertaining for babies and parents. Babies can start practicing hand-eye coordination, trying to stick the little people in the hole, and then they push the person down and the spring jumps it out. It's really fun. They can start practicing colors and matching. It's got great applications for a lot of learning and just fun sitting and playing. My next item is pretend play toys. At 1 year old, babies are really starting to imitate, copy, and role play what they see their parents doing. So a pretend phone, a pretend camera, or pretend play food are all items that a baby will love and get such a kick out of. I definitely go with wood toys in general. They're just going to hold up better. They're such nice quality and they're not usually that much more expensive. So especially giving somebody a gift, you'll feel really good and proud to give them a really high quality item that you know will stand the test of time. All three of these items are my baby's current favorite thing, especially the play food. They have so much fun pretending to eat it and then share it with you. A lot of the sets you can cut the fruit in half. It's just a lot of fun and definitely something that babies will appreciate for a really long time. Once again, this is something that all three of my kids come back to. This pretend food really is such a big hit with any kids. The next thing on my list is a baby doll. You guys, this is not just for little girls. Boys love this and need that exposure. We have and love the Miniland anatomically correct baby dolls. Experts recommend these above other types of dolls as a great tool to educate children and to facilitate for really important real-life conversations. These really are beautiful dolls that will stand the test of time. Ours have definitely proven that. Totally worth the investment. Next on my list is a pull toy. Babies can appreciate these before and after they're walking. If you get a really nice quality wood one like this one, they do a lot of really cool things that the baby will even just love watching you pull it. And then once they're older, they can pull it themselves and take it for a little walk. It's just really fun for babies to do this. I love this one. It's Hape brand. I will link it in the description. Really, a pull toy is a great gift for a 1 year old. The next thing on the list is musical instruments. This is a perfect open-ended toy for any age. This is definitely something that will grow with the child once again for years and years and years. This little guitar is so fun. I just tune it to sound like a ukulele and it's really pleasant to listen to my kids playing with it. This drum is also a great item that is not super obnoxious. It can definitely be pretty loud if they're really pounding hard, but again, it's actually a pleasant sound. I've got little shakers and just a bunch of different little things. If there's a group of kiddos playing, they have so much fun. They all can choose a different instrument. And even if they're just playing by themselves, it's just really satisfying for a baby to be able to make some noise, have it be pleasant for the parents. There's no batteries or flashing lights, just making music and making fun sounds. So the last thing on my list is a ride-on toy. I talked a lot about this in my How to Help a Baby Start Walking. I'll link that here if you missed it. But this is awesome and the baby will use it forever. I've got a 9-year-old nephew that still, when he comes over, that's what he wants to play with. All of the kiddos will race around the kitchen, pushing, riding, having races, all kinds of fun. We do have hard floors, so that helps. But a ride-on toy is awesome for a 1-year-old. They can push it from the back like a walker, but as opposed to a walker, they can also sit down and ride. This one is my favorite. I'll link it in the description. It takes some assembly, but is really solid and really supports the child. It's also a little bit lower to the ground, which is great for the little ones. And it does have a cute little thing in the back that you can put a stuffed animal or doll. It's really just a great toy. I will link it in the description, but this really is such an awesome item that any 1-year-old is going to appreciate and love. Alright, those are my best gift ideas for a 1-year-old. I think any baby would love any item on this list, and I don't think any parent would be bummed about getting any of these items. I think we've all been there. Your child gets something and you're just rolling your eyes, cringing, wishing they hadn't gotten that item. I don't think any of these items would be that for any parent. Alright you guys, I'm super excited to share with you my big secret. This is the best hack I've ever found of how to always be prepared with a gift. Plenty of times I have been in the situation, my husband maybe tells me last second about this party that's going on. I had no idea, I had no time to buy a gift or to buy a good gift. I may be spending more money because I just didn't have the luxury of time. Or maybe I totally dropped the ball and I forgot about something maybe a birthday, or maybe I had received an invitation in advance and then never got a gift. There's plenty of times that we just aren't always put together. So this is the way that I am always ready for those times. So I have a box full of potential gifts. So this list is great to pull from because, like I said, they're all gender neutral. You just find a few items that you love giving as gifts and you buy them in advance. You buy them maybe in bulk so you get a better deal, or you find them when they're on a really good sale and you just kind of stock up. And they're just gifts that across the board you know any child would appreciate. So for a 1-year-old, maybe you just go and buy some board books and you have maybe 5 different books, and then maybe to go with that you get a few little musical instruments or something that when you put the two together, it's a perfect gift. So you have this board book and this little, let's say, rattle or shakers or something, and you put those together and it's all ready to go. So at the drop of a hat, you can be ready for anything. That's my best idea for avoiding the big scramble or the last minute shopping trip or spending way more money than you need to on a gift. You just have everything you need, and so don't forget to have some type of packaging as well. I keep some gift bags and some tissue paper and some little tags just to make it easy for myself that I have the gift and I have the packaging at any given moment. So try that out the next time you're at the store and see a killer deal on something. Buy a few extra and just store it away. You know you're gonna use it, especially if you have your own kiddos. There's just gonna be little parties or friends' gifts or cousins, whatever, or for your own kids. I've even been in that boat too, where for whatever reason the occasion calls for having a little something special. So have a little stash that you can pull from at any given moment for any occasion. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything. What does your 1-year-old just love and couldn't live without? There are tons of items, there are tons of great products out there. These are just a few of my favorites, but I would love to know what your recommendations are or what your go-to gifts are. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're liking this content, and we'll see you next time.